Kwa mwana wabenza kutoka hivi, kuna mtu anatoka. Ni kama wanatoka. Anatoka. Jamaa anatoka saa hii.
Utavuka huko?
Hapa nitavuka tu. Wameanza kutoka. Wameshapita. Ni wale wanakuja. Twende huko.
Maina, Njenga, a place hatujui. Sasa every mheshimiwa anakimbia ndio tujue. As I speak, hatujui Maina ako wapi. So ask where is Maina.
Hatujui Maina ako wapi.
Wamechukua, tunafuata yeye.
Wameenda Nakuru. Ngoja wakili kidogo, wakili kuja. Shuka chini.
Wameiba client.
Shuka chini
Chukua client. Wakili hatujui koti wamempeleka. Tumeenda kumtafuta. Hakuna kitu tumefanya huko. Tumekaa huko chini peke yake. Hawajatuongelesha.
Wakili naomba ushuke chini. Naomba ushuke. Hatukupati hata. Wakili.
Anasema wameenda Kiambu kule.
Ndani.
Unasikia gari bwana?
Unasema Maina yuko wapi?
Maina hatujui amepelekwa wapi. Tunatarajia amepelekwa Kiambu kotini. Ameibiwa kama mwizi, hatujui mahali amepelekwa.
Haya, twende. Toa gari. Wanaenda huko waende, wakwenda huko waende.
With our clan, the Honorable Maina Njenga. Maina Njenga was accompanied by about 6 lawyers, including myself, Professor Wajakoya, Jeremiah Kioni, and we had our whole, who was the other lawyer? About 7 lawyers, Paul Monkey. And Ndegwa, his lawyer, was with him in Nakuru yesterday. What has happened is that while asking why have been summoned here, the DCI said there were fresh charges that were to be preferred against Maina and Njenga. They have just charged him afresh. And as they were charging him, we were insisting that he be accompanied by his lawyers to court. Unfortunately, they were able to sneak in and sneak our clan out of the room where we were. As we speak, we're told he was being taken to Nakuru courts. We have also been told they are headed towards Kiambu courts.
They are actually going to Kiambu.
In a very candid. Can be held in such an unprofessional manner to be able to steal a car and disappear with it. We want to say today that Maina Njenga is a Kenyan. They might call him a former Mungiki leader, but he is a reformed leader who is a bishop of the Hope Church, and he has every right to be treated according to the provisions of our constitution. If anything happens to Maina Njenga, we want to hold William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, because after the Mukami burial, they have been looking for Maina Njenga. And we will hold them and the Kenya Kwanza government responsible for anything that happens to Maina Njenga. To the DCI, we want to urge him not to be used for settling of political scores. What is happening is political intimidation, and Maina has been looked for since he accompanied Right Honorable Raila Odinga to bury the late Mukami in Jambini. That is his main problem. And I also want to add give room for my colleagues to also say something.
Haya kidogo tuweke order. Haya, jipange. Shika hivi. Dakika moja. Hii kepo ni isikuje vizuri. Hata kidogo jipange.
Thank you.
Ngoja professor.
Thank you very much, members of the press. I wouldn't add much on what Honorable Eugene Momado has said. But what we know is that there has been an attempt to force Maina to join Kenya Kwanza. As a matter of fact, he was being told yesterday in Nakuru by some officers that if he joined Kenya Kwanza, then the whole thing would be dropped. And what we know is that the fight is on the mountain. Somebody wants to take the mountain by all means. And in that case, we know very well that Maina Njenga is not going to cross over. They are trying to force him to cross over so that he can denounce Azimio. But Maina is adamant, and Maina has told them, you can take me to court, you can kill me. This is all politics. This is all politics, because even if you read the charges, these charges take us back to Moi era, where opponents of the government were charged fictitiously. But we are optimistic that the courts will release him on bail, and we shall continue. Shame on them. Whoever is actually trying to do this, you know that his days are numbered. You can never stay in power forever. You cannot intimidate your own subjects forever. You cannot want to rule people by force. You cannot also, at the same time, want to coerce your own population so that they can go your direction. I will hand over now to my colleague here, Mr. Kioni, to speak.
Just what are the charges?
Then you tell us
the charges.
The charges are that he is being charged with belonging to Mogeki. And they put the name Mogeki in quotes, in quotes, meaning that they are also not certain of the charge. It is a case of harassment, and this is still the harassment you also saw at the ORDP, harassing Jubilee. Let me say this, and I rarely say this. It is actually an onslaught on Kikuyus. An onslaught on Kikuyus. And they are fearful
of Kikuyus coming together and speaking in one voice. You will not stop it. You lied to us for 4 years. They went to UDA because you lied to them on propaganda. They have moved out of UDA. It will take Maina Njenga and many of us to put them together. We have these colleagues in Azimio, and the threat, the fear they have is of Azimio remaining as a unit and more people coming to join it. Those charges are really no charges, and the way they even took him from us was through a lie and snatching him from us in the most unprofessional manner. But tumekuwako hii sheria ambao wanaitumia ni ile tulipitisha sisi wenyewe. We were part of the committee, myself and Wamarwa, that they did that law back in the 10th parliament. There is no way they find him guilty under that law. We will have proof for other charges. Kwa hivyo hii ni harassment, na watu ambao wanajua Maina na ni marafiki wa Maina na wanampenda, hii ni kazi lazima tuifanye kisiasa. Yes, si mambo ya sheria, hii ni mambo ya siasa. Ni kama ile tu ya Jubilee, ni mambo ya siasa. Unaona mabarua zinatumwa usiku, watu wanaokotwa usiku. We are back to very dangerous dark days.
So wanampeleka wapi?
The right thing, we were consulting on how should this be done. And they told him, let's come, the DCI wants to consult you. The DCI wanted to talk to him and find a word as to whether to charge him or not. But instead of allowing us in, they just dropped a metal gate and blocked the lawyers from him. And they snatched the most unconstitutional manner of doing this.
What about the other charge about the guns and the pump?
They are just, don't even relate to him. Those charges were in another place. Kamera ni nyingi na wewe bwana. Unataka nikuangalie tu.
Sawa. Acha Wairia aseme kitu. So wanampeleka wapi?
There is an anticipatory board. They went to Nakuru. They failed to allow him to take a plea because they did not think that is enough harassment. So you can actually see a systematic way. When we got here, there was a charge sheet that had been prepared in Nakuru. They came and prepared another charge sheet when we were still waiting there. They told him to sign to it. He has a right to remain silent until he is in a proper court of law. So they are really just harassing him, just like they are going to start harassing many Kenyans. Kwa hivyo, weni tayari. Wakati wa kiimula umerudi.
Acha gavana aseme kitu. Gavana ongea kidogo ana. Gavana ongea kidogo. Unahisi aje kuhusiana na
kitu tumekuwa kule? Hata maji hawana. Hakuna tu ni kuongea tu kutusubua. Hakuna kitu tumekuwa tukifanya tangu tuingie kule. Walikuwa wanaongea wao wenyewe wakipiga simu hapa na pale wakifikiria watamtoa kivipi kutoka kwetu.
Kenya Kwanza was castigating the former DCI Kinoti. Maybe
this is a perfect case of weaponizing of the DCI.
Sure, correct.
A weaponized institution. Kama unataka kujua, it is not what they were talking about state capture. This is now a weapon to harass Kenya.
Ongea kidogo gavana. Labda umekuwa
nafikiri Wakenya wote wamejionea vile kunaenda, na sio mambo ya Maina peke yake, ni mambo ya Wakenya. Haki inastahili kutendewa Mkenya yeyote, awe Maina, awe Otieno, awe Lang'at, ama awe nani. Lakini this discriminative approach, watu walikuwa na complain that hii ndio ilikuwa shida ya Kenya. Inaonekana mahali tunaenda ndio baya zaidi, na huu ni ule mjadala wa shareholders and shareholders. Kama wewe sio shareholder, unaweza teswa, unaweza fanyiwa chochote. Na hii ndio kitu tunasema, tusipochunga tunaingia kwa shida kubwa zaidi. Kwa sababu sisi kile tunasema ni haki ionekane tu imetendeka. Hakuna haja ya kushika mtu na umwambie vile. Shida ni gani? Umpeleka kotini, anakuwa release na koti, anajipeleka hapa na uwezi kusema kile. Sasa tumeambiwa amepelekwa Kiambu. Kwa hivyo hata sisi hatujui ameenda wapi, lakini shida ile kubwa ni mwelekeo ambao tunachukua ni mwelekeo wa miaka 30 iliyopita ama ni mwelekeo wa kwenda mbele, kwa sababu this profiling, hiyo ndio shida. Everybody who appears to be having a dissenting voice anakuwa profiled as a shareholder, and ndio hii debate ya shareholder need to go to UN. This is not a debate. This is not a debate which can be dealt with here, because you are actually talking about profiling. ati if you are aligned to this side, wewe mambo yako, you are toasted, unapatiwa vitu vikubwa, unafanya nini? If you are not say to be aligned to that side, you are a non-shareholder and anything can be done to you. That's why we are saying this business of shareholder and shareholder, we must take it to UN. We want to be told where non-shareholders are supposed to do. Kama ni tupewe nchi yetu na tuwekewe hema tukae huko, because what is coming here is that people have been profiled and people have been branded. And for the coming 5-10 years, there is a category of community or people in this country who will remain condemned. We want to insist, and I want to insist what Maina said the other day. We are making papers, we are going to go to UN. We want a clear global interpretation. What is this shareholder and shareholder policy of running a government? Because that is what is leading to such. Some people can be abused, some people can be tortured, but there are others who are supposed to enjoy the cream and to be pampered because they are shareholders. That is the basis of the problem in this republic, because that's a defined policy, shareholder na shareholder. Kama wewe si shareholder, unastahili kulala kwako macho ikiwa imefunguka. If you are a shareholder, this is your country. That is a problem.
Who do you think is behind the rules of Maina Njenga?
I'm not talking about Maina Njenga myself. I'm talking about shareholders and non-shareholders, my brother. Because you see, tomorrow it will be you. You'll be asking, who do you think is behind the walls of this reporter? Sidio, tomorrow, I will not know. But the principle of shareholder and non-shareholder can cut across anybody. So long as you are not known to be a shareholder with a particular share percentage, then anything can happen to you. You can be killed. Our lives are in danger. Simply because you're not a shareholder. If you are a reporter and you're not a shareholder, again, you suffer the same. But if you are a reporter and you are a shareholder, you are safe. So it is the issue of shareholding and non-shareholding. And the fight is much bigger because what watasanywa hapa in the name of shareholding and non-shareholding. That is the problem, because that's a philosophy. When that comes in, the only rescue there can only be United Nations.
There is no way this kind of an activity or this kind of thing can happen without the highest office of the land knowing. William Samoei Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua must answer to this kind of harassment that has come back within 8 months of their being in office. I said it before and I want to say it again. There is a real fear of Kikuyus being together with Raila. And that is why these onslaughts, you'll see them on any section of the Kikuyu that is leaning towards Raila. They will try and take away Jubilee, they will try and take away Maina Njenga, they will try and take away any other person who seems that can grow the strength of Azimio, because Azimio, it is the voice of the voiceless. And we want to tell them, this will not cower us away. The way they have handled Maina Njenga inside here, you can tell they are also fearful. If they had a genuine case against him, they would have processed him like any other person is processed. But they have already treated him like a criminal, not like a suspect. And we were there as lawyers, we were prepared to present him to the next place that they wanted, but they chose to snatch him and take away from us. We also told them clearly, the confrontation that was outside here was caused by them. They are the ones who are causing the apprehension, they are the ones inciting the public. They are the ones raising the temperatures in this country. And I don't think they really want to take us through that route. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri wachunge sana. Na ninashukuru.
Who is behind this?
Behind this thing is, when you have said that you are in charge of a country, and this kind of things happen, you are looking at an institution like this that is so weaponized, it is not independent. The person responsible is the president himself, ama ule mnasema ni president mwenye aliingia kwa hiyo ofisi na huyo mwingine wake. Hao wawili ndio wanatakana kujibu wa Kenya. Don't pretend. Do not pretend. This is a political thing. It's not a criminal thing. Ati ni kugate nyimu kugira muku hito tathwa ligamuthire. Mugikuyu amenye kahinda kawe huge ni gachoka. O uri andu mekuaga rindi ya Moi riu ni makiria. Tondu maundu makwambiriria kurehwo Tuendelee.
Tumalize.
Na nyinyi mnakaa, nataka kumaliza. Na nataka kusema, naenda kugatiri kwa sababu nataka kuongea na Gikuyu. Mugikuyu amenye kahinda kawe hugene gacoka. Uhoro wa kwirwo ati andu ni amungiki. Andu ni arevi. Andu manyuaga ndawa. Uyu ni mucoku, noraheo ritwa niguo nyarirwo ni thirikari iria iriku. Turanyaririrwo kiama, turanyaririrwo biacara, umuthi Kirinyaga Road na River Road gutie biacara irathie na mbere, na ni muraiguire Kauchu akiuga andu marari na biacara cia kwendia ngari na cia kwendia spare parts Kirinyaga Road, riu marendia masks cia covid na covid ni yathirire. Tukero turi ariu anake aitu makanyitwo. Na kiria twekire no kuimwo utongo uria ugayanagwo bururi-ini uke gwitu na ithu twahote kwihanda na gwitithia ta andu aria angi. Uria Maina Njenga eko haha ni kuonerwo ni kwirwo twerwo wega riu menya ati ni gwacoka undu ungi tondu aiyo moko-ini ma wakiri na gatiba itu yugite ati ungikorwo na wakiri waku ni agire gwitikirio akurugamirire maundu-ini mothe ona ni agirire ta riu ni tukugite ni tukumutwara igoti ria ringi riothe akwendwa atwarwo kana ni Naikuru kana ni Kiambu kana niku tukire ari muthitange kuma Naikuru na charge sheet tuikarite ku maikuru kia charge sheet ingi mogeine maundu mangi machoka maguthie Naikuru twamina ona Kiambu no tuthie ria muthia mamuia kumuia tondu matwira tuingire rumu ingi ari mbere itu marikia murango wa chuma matuhorania nake Naikuru kio na riu twagithie Kiambu kumenya ni atia arumiriria Njenga na mugikuyu wothe waruma gaka kirago kamuingi koyaga ndire na twetikira kunyagio ta maiya theru o mundu arimiragio riake na gutire witu rirekereria ari kindu ti biacara gutigwo nayo ona ti mugambo gutigwo naguo ciigana ni ciigana andu tugetere cigane rucio ni umuthi ino abici ona marahura kinoti tondu mendaga kinoti ehere marehe thina uria twinaguo haha aya ni urugukira kinoti ahuragirwo bure tondu gutiri undu ekire uratumire athitangwo no maria marekwo guku ni maundu ma magigi yetikiria